So
some have sacrificed to be here with us, and we're very, very grateful that you've all decided to come. We have several sponsors, as you can see, from the various banners and from the screens here, and we really appreciate their sponsorship, their support of this event. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible, and you'll see from their involvement and their participation that they're bringing a lot of value here today. We also have several panelists and speakers, and you'll find that they're very capable. These are veterans in the industry, people who many of you already know and respect within your field. And so, today we're going to be able to hear a lot of really fine individuals' thoughts and hopefully some ideas to put into practice where you all are working. There's another group of people who should be thanked for this event, and that's the team at INSZoom who's worked diligently to put this together. A lot of planning, a lot of creative work has gone into just the logistics of making sure that everything has happened and is set up properly. And for all of that, we're really thankful and appreciate the good work. At this point, I want to shift and put a little focus on another individual, a person who made this possible. It's the CEO and founder of INSZoom, Umesh. Again, most of you know Umesh and know the contribution he's made to this industry, adding so much change and innovation through technology, but also a very creative leader and an entrepreneur. Umesh has more than 19 years of experience as a software professional, and the last 10 years plus as the founder and CEO of INSZoom. I met Umesh back in 2000 at a conference for immigration lawyers in Los Angeles, and at that time my little law firm was trying to build a software solution that could help automate and provide updates to my clients and all those kinds of things. And I discovered quickly that what Umesh was doing was something that was far beyond what I was capable of doing with my limited resources and knowledge of software. So recognizing some genius there and an innovator, started using his software and have been close with INSZoom ever since. Since that time, INSZoom has seen dramatic growth. There's now more than 125 employees, most of whom work here in Bangalore, and another team in the United States in Silicon Valley where I work, and help support the team as Director of Best Practices in the U.S. And working with Umesh again and the team there, I've been able to observe over the last several years an amazing ability to listen. Something that I think is so remarkable about the leadership that Umesh offers is that he's able to see opportunities, he's able to hear the clients, he's able to hear the customers with their needs and then address those needs with software solutions. Across the last 10 years, things have changed. A lot of companies are now sending people not just to the United States, but all over the globe more and more. And so the software is adapted to address that situation, providing forms to over 88 countries and compliance tools to help manage the overall process so that you're not left wondering what's happening with that employee in such and such country. Another remarkable thing is that the company's grown dramatically, but without having to look for outside capital, and it's a company that's very strong financially, largely because of the discipline and careful business practices that I've observed over the last several years. These are just great things that I think should be applauded and commended. Another innovation and another sign that INSZoom is listening is this conference that we're sitting in right now. There's clearly a need. There's clearly a void, if you will, in the industry, finding the information that you as professionals in the immigration field in this part of the world, that you need a forum where you can come and communicate and network and find opportunity to learn the things that are most relevant to you. And we'll be hearing from Umesh a little bit more about that in a few minutes. As I learn more and more about Indian culture, I've been able to draw a few parallels between at least one popular figure and the man, Umesh Vaidyaman. Maybe many of you know who I'm thinking about is Rajinikanth. It's true. He's a hero in many levels. You'll be hearing more about Rajini today just because that's fascinated my mind, and I've become captivated on the thought of this rowboat and everything else that's going on. But I'm a fan. And so, just to summarize some of these thoughts, I would say that if at first you don't succeed, you're not Rajinikanth or Umesh Vaidyaman. These are similar men in many ways, like I said. And I want to introduce to you now Umesh Vaidyaman, who will proceed and tell you a little more about his thoughts on this conference and the opportunity we have today.
Very excited to let you know that there are close to 180 people have confirmed. That's the reason why some of you may be sitting a little behind the pillars. You may have difficulty watching. There are going to be other people who will come. Maybe they're stuck with the traffic problem, whatever it is. If you would like to come back and take the seats in the front, that will be awesome. So, anyway, again, I'm very excited, very thrilled to see the all of you. I know you could have been somewhere else doing your work at office and helping people stay compliant. And you have taken your time to be here and listen to us and again be a part of this event. So, before we get started, I would like to share a story of Lord Buddha. This is something I was taught when I was in school. One old woman whose son has just died. And she's crying, and her neighbor tells her, you know what, in the outside of the village, under a tree, there is a saint, his name is Buddha. You go and talk to him. He might be able to bring your son back to life. It's because he's a God man. He has done many miracles. So you could go back and do that. Then the mother, cryingly taking her son in her arms, runs to the Buddha and tells him, he is the only son that I got. I want him to make him alive, bring back his life. And Buddha tries to convince her, you know what? I really can't bring him back to life. But the mom doesn't listen. She wants her son back. Then he tells her, okay, I need an ingredient to bring him back to life. All I want you to do is go back to the village, get me a grain of salt from a house that has no death. And if you do that, and I'll bring him back to life. Then she says, oh, it's easy. And I'll go back to the village. And she runs back to the village and goes back and knocks on every door. The first house he asked, they said, you know what, recently my grandfather died. The next house she goes on. And her mother died.